Um, my experience today, I lost the flip early, so I kind of lost the advantage I had by being third in chips. So the rest of the time was really just the medium stacks, like battling for position, and no one really got there after the short stacks busted. So I felt like I had I was the most aggressive person left. That was a short stack, and I decided to just be aggressive, try to take down some pots, and put myself in a better position to win the tournament.
I think that's something a lot of people have been talking about, whether the players were looking to win the tournament or ladder up. What would you say, looking at some of the other players, and also what your strategy was?
Definitely both things. You got to consider both things. For this specific scenario, I think it was I don't know how much I'm even getting paid. 1.825. The ladder, the next to fifth place was 2.2, so it was only it's only $350,000 more, and I was I was sixth or fifth in chips. So, but the next ladder was 1 million more, and obviously the winner is 10 million. So you really need at that point, if you're going to gamble at some point, like this was the spot to do it when there were six people left. The only thing that made me like hesitant a little bit was the fact that I wanted to come back tomorrow. So I was a little upset that we didn't end already. That's the only thing.
Do you feel like you had a really good feel of where everybody else at the table was at and the way that the game was playing out? Do you feel like you were making the right decisions at every point at that final table?
I think so. I don't think I made too many mistakes. Like I said, I play pretty aggressive, so I'm opening with, a wide range. And every time I did get 3-bet, I folded most of them, and people did like loosen their range to like battle back at me. But in the end, I made the right fold. For most of the time, I don't think I was in any tough spots today. Yeah, just lost both flips that I had to flip with today.
How do you think this is going to play out in the next couple nights? If you had to make a prediction.
Let's see. So Kevin has about like 70 now, and then the two big stacks have a lot of chips. Like I think one of them has to win. Like Dario, is a great player, has the most experience, but he's a little too short. So and even if he doubles up, he still has to like keep laddering. For the most part, I think Hassan's gonna win. Like if I were to bet, it would be Hassan.
I was a betting man, which I am. Can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Tony Miles and having him, on your rail and as a close friend?
Yeah, Tony and I have been friends for pretty long time, pretty much ever since I started playing poker for a living. We became really good friends. We started going to like music festivals together. He was the best man at my wedding, godfather to my son. So it was definitely amazing for us to go back-to-back main event final tables. Having him there was definitely a blessing. Someone like I have when you have like so many people telling you what they think you should do, what you should do, like how you're feeling, all this stuff, and you can't like listen to everyone because they haven't been there. So having him there definitely helps. It's definitely just very reassuring.
I think it's something everyone has been thinking about now that we have footage and you can always go through the tapes and have a day off. Is it something for you where you want to just always stick with your game, or is listening to and making sure you're seeing what other players are doing and what they did yesterday and the day before, is that something you spent time working on?
Honestly, I didn't spend too much time leading up to today. And that's because the footage, like, there wasn't really that much footage that I felt that was that relevant. Because, like, I would have definitely looked at every hand today if I were to make it to tomorrow, since it was the same of us playing. And, like, previous footage, I mean, that's just for show. Like, but everything today was really important.
And how important is it to have that rail that knows about poker to be able to pick out the hands that are important for you to see and know?
It's very important. I have players who are cash game players, guys who play tournaments, guys who are more mathematical, guys who play more exploitive. So you get to hear what everything is saying, everything everyone is saying, and then you just hope that you can make the best decision based on your own judgment.
It seemed like Kevin was tanking
out there early, especially early on. That's the talk on Twitter. What did you see that, and what do you think? Think it was planned, or?
I did not see exactly what he was folding, but I did hear that he was like tanking with like some bad hands for no reason. If I were to guess why he was tanking, was because he wasn't the shortest stack, so he wanted the short stacks to. Well, he wanted less hands play, so the short stacks don't get enough hands in. I'm assuming that's what he was doing.
Did it bother you at all, or anyone else at the table?
It didn't really bother me. I mean, obviously you want to play more hands, but it didn't like bother me. Not yet, at least. Like I wasn't short for that long, and he was to my right, so I mean, it didn't bother me too much.
I think just to end it for me, could you say something for fans, for poker people, for everybody who's out there watching? This is an experience most of us will never have. Like, what would you say to other poker people out there?
Yeah, you just gotta enjoy the opportunity that you got. I'm definitely very blessed to have to not be at risk too often to make it to the final table. It's something you do for yourself, your family. I told my wife that I'm gonna make the final table so we can hit my son's video mainstream and make him a star. So I did my part. So yeah, it was a great experience, and hopefully I can come back here one day.